It's amazing what you can accomplish when you have no alternatives, writes Jayson Waller in his book, Own Your Power, this week's feature book on the Sales Life podcast. With his savings depleted, Waller was staring down the barrel of losing his third business. And this was the business that was going to be the one. It just wasn't the case. Waller did the one thing that he knew to do. He bet on himself. See, when it looks like all is lost and there are no other options, today's reminder is to take the one risk that will always pay off. Always bet on you. Because sometimes the only way up is through. It's an amazing comeback story. You're listening to The Sales Life. I'm your host, Marsh Buice. Selling has literally saved my life. See, I've been bottomed out in life. I've been broke, I've been homeless, I've been demoted, and I even wanted to end it all. And the one skill that brought me back was my ability to sell. If you could only possess one skill in life that all other skills revolved around, it should be the ability to sell. See, think about it. Everything that you've achieved and want to achieve in life is because you sold your way there. And using 5 skills: communication, curiosity, creativity, continuous learning, and confrontation, but in a productive way. I will show you how to take the professional skills of selling and apply them to every area of your life. So if you want to have more, do more, be more, then say no more. Let's roll out with today's episode 677 with Jayson Waller's book, Own Your Power. Stick around to the end to learn how to connect with me more. Walk around any casino floor and you'll hear the term, scared money don't make money. And the term has a reckless feel to it, doesn't it? It's like you push all your chips in for one final bet. And if it doesn't work, you're just left broke. You got to hustle up a ride to get home. And when I read Jayson Waller's new book, Own Your Power, that was the title of one of his chapters. Scared money don't make money. And I thought to myself before I read the chapter, this is going to be one of those chapters just like, fuck it. But reading on, Waller writes, after a year of trying to make his business flourish, he couldn't make it work. And on the backside of 2 failed businesses and a bankruptcy, all of Jayson Waller's savings was wiped out. And he went to his wife and he told her, I'm thinking about shutting down the business. I've never quit before. I've never tapped the mat before. But I don't know what else to do. And his wife was supportive. And she said, you do whatever it is that you need to do. But before you do, really give this some thought. And I support you either way. Waller did the one thing he knew to do. He bet on himself. He liquidated his home. And he poured all of his resources back into the business. Waller's words, scared money don't make money, means that you plan and you go all in. You throw away the safety nets. You take out the excuses with the trash and you go balls out like your life depends on it, because it does. Nothing worked until I risked it all. Now, hearing this, you may think that Jayson Waller bet it all on his business, but you'd be wrong. Jayson Waller bet everything he had on himself, and then he went to work. See, if his emphasis would have been on the business and betting it all on the business, life would have yanked him all around, because loans wouldn't come through, vendors wouldn't pay, supplies would have been short, weather or the economy could have changed. See, there's a myriad of different things that could have blindsided him and been the very reason why his business shut down. But Waller bet on himself. It was an internal bet. And so if the game changed, Waller changed along with it. New game, new strategy. See, when you place an external bet, then if something changes, oh no. But if it's an internal bet, even when the landscape shifts and changes, unfairness pops up, something that you weren't expecting swoops in. What's next? See the difference? Waller writes, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you have no alternatives. It makes me think sometimes you got to burn your boats. I think back many years ago, 2 hours before my shift was to begin at the casino, I walk in and I lay my keys on my manager's desk and said, I quit. The guy looked at me. He's like, Marsh, you're supposed to be at work in 2 hours. This is not enough time for me to have someone fill in. Why are you quitting? I'm going to get in sales, I told him. And the guy shook his head, pissed off. And he said, if you do this to me, you cannot come back. And I looked back at him and I said, I'm doing this so that I'll never be back. I burned my boats. See, if I knew I had alternatives, then the minute I would have had a bad month in sales, and God knows there were many, when it just wasn't working, when I just couldn't get my traction, when customers just didn't seem to buy from me, when I wasn't making no money, if I knew I had alternatives to go back to the casino, the minute I freaked out, I would have went right back. Alternatives kill your potential. I had no alternatives. I had to make it work. I had nowhere else I could go. I never finished college. I was a single parent. My credit was terrible. Sales was my only play. And 24 years later, I'm still playing. Jayson Waller writes, if this were a poker game, Scared money don't make money. That mentality is like you're playing with pocket aces every time. It's a sure thing because you're a sure thing. But the only way this is going to work is when you commit and you become unwavering. Will you go without? Yes. Will things not work out? Yes. Will it not bounce in your favor? Yes. And you'll probably choke from going under so many times. Keep swimming. See, people drown because the fear overtakes them and they stop moving. Even if you're scared, even when you don't know what to do, keep moving. Take action because you're going to find just enough. And it'll be just enough to get through that moment. And it'll be just enough to get through this one day. But the next day, lock and load. Go at it again. Why do you think I end every episode saying the same thing? Remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you. Because I want you to bet on yourself. It's the best investment that will earn over time and yield you exponential gains. So I'm going to end with this. What is your scared money don't make money moment right now? I'd love to hear from you. Go to marshbuice.com. That's MARSHBUICE. That's like juice with a B in front. And there you will find a mic from you to me. Let me know what's going on in your life. And let me know how I can help. I'm no hair, but I'm all ears. Never settle. Keep selling. Stay in the sales life.